Hello, beautiful friends. Today's video is about the top 3 manipulation tools narcissists use in a relationship. I will explain each one of these things in detail, what to do about it, and how we can finally guard ourselves against even attracting this type of toxic relationship. Watch this video. So, as you guys know, if you're not new to my work, you know I've been doing this for quite some time. If you are new to my work, I've been studying spiritual psychology, healing work for 20 years and living it, literally living what I teach for the last almost decade. So it's really about walking the talk and really doing the daily practices that really will change our reality in all ways. If you're not in my monthly membership and you want to join our live Q&As every Friday at 10 a.m., please check the link below because we talk about all of this stuff in depth. So today I want to go into the 3 biggest tools, and there are more, but 3 of the biggest manipulation tools you will experience when dating a narcissist, working for or with a narcissist, or just in friendship with one. So that's one thing people don't realize too, is it's not just about who you're dating or married to. It can be a family member, it can be a boss, it can be a coworker, it can be a friend, it can be a tribe of narcissistic system that's going on that you're breaking out of. So how do we know if this is what we're dealing with? The first thing I want to talk about is gaslighting. Gaslighting is my favorite one because it's the craziest one. It is such crazy making behavior. The term gaslighting came from a movie or a play in 1938 called Gaslight. And it was about a husband manipulating his wife into thinking she was crazy. And so that's what narcissists like to do. They like to gaslight us. And we can even gaslight ourselves. It's a really crazy thing. But what gaslighting is this, I'll give you an example. Let's say your boyfriend, who happens to be a narcissist or have narcissistic personality traits, is cheating on you. And he doesn't admit it and you don't know for sure, but you're very, very sure of all the signs. You're seeing weird texts, he's out weird places at night where he's actually not where he says he is, these types of things. And you gather this information and you go to him and you say, I'm really feeling like you might be cheating, or these things that you're doing seem off to me. What a gaslighter will do is say, you're totally making shit up. Are you sure you're okay? That sounds like something someone crazy would do. You sound like you're a little psycho. You sound like you're stalking me. You sound like you're making things up in your head. It seems like you're perceiving wrong. So what they do is they make you doubt yourself. What they do is they make you believe that what you're seeing isn't really what you're seeing and that you can't trust yourself. The whole point of a narcissist is to make you disconnect from your inner guidance and not trust your own instincts and your own emotional experience and your own intuition, but instead to line up with their manipulation tactics so that whatever you do and think lines up with them having control and power and being able to keep you lower. Part of what a narcissist is doing, because I want to explain this too. I had a couple of clients ask me not too long ago why one of them was afraid that he was a narcissist. By the way, if you're afraid you're a narcissist, you probably are not, because narcissists never think anything's wrong with them. Or you may have symptoms of narcissism because you were raised by one or you've been abused by one, but that doesn't mean you're a narcissist. So I just want to clean that up. But a narcissist is an extremely insecure individual who has such a false self built up because they're so afraid of who they truly are as not being enough, that they have such a false self that they believe is who they are, that they must protect and uphold that idea of who they are and that image of who they are so much in every moment to keep them going that they need you to totally buy into this so that they can basically use you as their confidence. You have to live for them. basically. And you need to be a narcissistic supply, which means really beautiful or really smart or really something that makes the narcissist feel more secure. And if you start leaving them and finding your own security and confidence, it's a huge threat to them because they know they can't control you and manipulate you as much. So the stronger you become in your boundaries and in your sense of self, the more you win and they start to lose and freak out, which is the best thing that can happen for you. But they try to keep you down to the point where you continually feel uncertain in your emotional experience with them. You continually feel uncertain of the relationship, and you definitely will feel continually like you can't trust yourself. The moment you start to trust yourself, they can't survive in the relationship and they will replace you, which is great for you, to be honest with you, because it means you're healing, but really bad for them because then they'll start their other tactics. So that's gaslighting. Everything that you see and feel, they will counteract and say that you're making it up, you're full of shit, you're crazy, something's wrong with you, you're too sensitive, you know, the whole thing. Gaslighting, awful. The second thing is blame shifting. What blame shifting looks like, and I'm sorry I'm kind of even laughing about it, it's just once you start to get really schooled in these behaviors, you can see it right away. It's really fun when you start seeing it because you're like, yeah, that person's not going to be in my world and this person can be. And you'll know right away who's a toxic individual who has a lot of issues on the inside that they need to heal. Narcissist. So blame shifting is when you say to them, you know, I feel this way about something you did, or I just feel like you treating me this way makes me feel this way. And they'll say, I didn't treat you like that. You treated me like that. It was actually you that did that. It was actually you that created my behavior because you made me feel this way. And because of you, I did this to you. Blame shifting. They have to be the victim. If they're not the victim, it really gets into their shadow self. It really gets into that place within them that they are deeply afraid of seeing, which is their truth. So they have to be consistently in this lie that everything that I do is not because I'm a bad person, it's because of you. Blame shifting. Number 3 is projection. They like to project onto you for one reason: shame. If a narcissist were to even admit that they have shame or to even scratch the surface of feeling any of their shame, they believe they would die. Their shame is so deep because they feel like something is definitely wrong with them and they are definitely not enough. I know it's hard for you guys who are new in listening to the narcissistic stuff to believe, because narcissists make you think that they're so special and that they think they're so amazing because they're so selfish and self-centered and successful and whatever the hell. But that's their false self. Their true self feels so much shame about not being loved in the way that they needed to, which is why they're a narcissist, or not being loved for who they truly are, but instead was bought things and entitled to everything. They don't know who their true heart and true self is, so they have this barrier of shame. They refuse to feel anything that makes them feel shameful or not good about themselves in any way whatsoever. So what they will do is project it onto you. You, again, kind of like blame shifting, are the reason I feel this way. You are actually what's wrong with me. You're the only person that doesn't like me. As soon as you say something to them that is sort of forcing them to address their own behavior and take any type of responsibility for anything they did maybe not so nice to you, or anything that they did that you have a question about, you will immediately be projected onto as the one enemy is actually you. You're the problem. You're at fault. You are the thing that I need to get rid of. So, as a review, and I'm going to do many more videos on this, the 3 big things we're talking about today is gaslighting, blame shifting, and projecting due to extreme shame. Now, I just want to announce, you guys, I've been talking about emotional rehab for quite a while. This course that I'm releasing online, talking all about how to heal narcissistic relationships by healing inner wounds. The only reason we attract narcissistic relationships is we don't have strong enough boundaries and really knowing what we deserve and who we truly are. And as empaths and highly sensitive people, we are so used to wanting to heal and fix and feel into other people that we oftentimes leave ourselves to do so and we self-abandon. And so really it's about healing that inner environment to become the source of your life, so your external world starts to reflect and nurture who you are rather than you giving up yourself to nurture others. such a fine line for healers and people who go through these situations. So emotional rehab will be launching this fall, but it is now going to be broken down into different levels because there is so much information that I want to share with you that it's not possible to put it all in one course. So it's going to be in multiple levels of this course. So please check the links below for that. Also wanted to announce my inner child work group coaching is starting again very, very soon. 10 people per group. So you can sign up, I think, in the link below as well. And if not, email me because I think the link is changing. But inner work is starting soon. Our groups that we do every Friday in my live Q&A are so powerful and so incredible. And so I think the thing that most people say is they finally realize they're totally not alone and there's nothing wrong with them. So if you want to join that group, please, Truth from Tribe, check it out below too. Please share and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you soon. Namaste.